Hi, everybody. I'm Carrie, and this is Carrie Unplugged. Today is my very first video for YouTube, and hopefully not the last. So I'm really hoping that you'll stay tuned and come back for the next video. So today, I just want to kind of touch on a few subjects and just kind of give you an idea of who I am. So my name is Carrie, and I live in Ontario, Canada, in a small little town just outside of Ottawa. I am a single mom of a teenager, but he's not the only kid I have. I actually have older adult kids that have grown up, moved out, yada, yada, yada. Um, and I just want to give you an idea of what this channel is going to be about, which is going to be a lot of walks through my town, some traveling to other towns and looking at old abandoned buildings. We're going to be chatting, more like mom venting. We'll be, you know, having some guests over and just having a good old time, making some jokes, having a few laughs. And we're going to see where Carrie goes in the next couple of months on what's going to happen. But today, I want to touch on a subject that's very personal to me. And, you know, over the last couple of months, I've really been listening to myself, listening to what's going on around me, and kind of realizing that there's a lot more out there that people don't realize. And what I'm talking about is depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. And why? I've gone through it. I do deal with it on an everyday basis. And people may say, no, you don't, Carrie. You're always laughing, smiling, and having a great time. But did you know that all of those are signs of people trying to cover how they actually feel? And I hear it a lot from even people that are close to me. I've dealt with depression to the point of I didn't want to be here anymore. And before I get all the negative comments, I just want to say that I did see somebody about it and I have dealt with it, but it doesn't mean that I don't have depression. And I I'm not trying to figure out a way of saying this without sounding mean or cruel or pointing fingers. But people that I thought loved me and respected me, they were the worst. And trying to act like the head of the household and, this great lady that has control of everything, I was crumbling inside. And I didn't want anybody to know. I thought that the world would be better without me. And I tried to take my life on several occasions. And after talking to a great amount of, social workers and therapists and going to group counseling, I've learned to put all those negative thoughts out of my head and, you know, that I was stronger. Now, it does affect me from time to time. When people say something negative to me, I'll take it to heart. Um, but words matter. And what you say to people, it can affect somebody. And I say this because you should always think about what you're saying to somebody before you say it. Whether or not it's joking or serious, it can affect somebody. So always know who's around you and how they're feeling. Don't just take laughter as just laughter. Sometimes it's a cover up. And I went from being severe depressed, because I was a single mom and I wasn't getting any help and everybody just wanted to come down on top of me. It was really, really hard for me for a while. And after my older kids moved out, I was got hit by a car. And you think, oh, okay, just hit by a car. I recovered from those bruises and the broken bones. Not a problem. But as the years went on, I started developing anxiety and panic attacks. And the anxiety came because I wasn't in control of the car. Somebody else was. Somebody was driving and I didn't have the control. And my anxiety just started building up. And it set into panic attacks. And some people think, again, no, she doesn't. She's fibbing. And, I've heard, oh, she's a liar. She's fibbing. She's making things up. She just wants attention. But these things do exist. And, if not diagnosed or taken care of, they can get to where I am. And, I can think of going somewhere and then I'm like, but I don't know those streets. I don't know that neighborhood. What happens if I get lost? What do I do? And yeah, we have cell phones. But when you're driving around and you're in a new area at my age, it's hard to just reach out. You're not going to pick up the phone and call somebody while you're driving. You try to figure it out as you go. But in that time, you're still having that emotional panic attack. And it's not fun to go through. So even though I wasn't in the car when the car hit me, I was crossing a street and somebody hit me. The first couple of years, not a problem. But now I'm noticing since I've got my license and I'm driving, if I'm in an area I'm not familiar with, I feel very uncomfortable and it starts to get to me. And then it goes back to people teasing me as I grew up. It started triggering memories and emotions from when I was a child, always having to be different. And now it's something I deal with on an everyday basis. So I'm here to say that you may have somebody in your family or a close friend or a neighbor that suffer from these symptoms. And when you're talking to them, be aware of it. Listen to them. And don't be cutting people down. It's just wrong. So we're going to cut it here for today. But I look forward to you coming back. And I really hope you guys do. I look forward to it because I will be having guests coming over. And you'll see my funny side on that. We'll be going out for walks, and I'm apologize for the background, that light coming in. I keep trying to move out of the way. But I'm just setting up my office now. So let's see where we go. This should be fun. Let's go on an adventure together, guys. Can't wait. So if you like this channel, hit the like. That one right down there. Yeah, you see it. Hit it. The subscribe's over here. Likes over here. Hit it. Let's go. Till next time, guys. This is Carrie from Carrie Unplugged, and I'll see you next time.